It's a good line, and he's in good shape for a record.
It is dangerous. It's got the fastest touring car corner in the world. Bathurst, for us, with the elevation change, the speed, and the unforgiving nature, nothing else compares. So when you have the highest level competition at the best racetrack with the tradition and the best race drivers, I mean, it just makes for what is our grand final.
It's 1,000 very, very difficult kilometres of motor racing.
It's like driving in to do battle, a place where you know that you've got to do everything you can possibly do to get a result.
And Mark Skaife will go back-to-back at Bathurst.
My history of Xbox goes back a long way. Alan Bowman originally spoke to me about being part of the Holden racing team and me being an ambassador for them way back in the early 2000s.
I approached Mark and I said, hey, we're looking to have an ambassador, would you be interested? And he really jumped at the chance.
Bathurst has been one of our most highly requested tracks throughout the history of the franchise. We've been wanting to put it in for a long time, but honestly, the technology wasn't there to do it justice. People that know Bathurst know it's a very complex circuit with a lot of elevation changes, but particularly complex camber changes through the S's at the top of the mountain. But now in the next generation, we went out to the track, we spent 3 days out there, and we used digital laser scanning that can capture inch-perfect detail of every little bit of the track. We take that back now, and with the power of the Xbox One, we can recreate that down to every last little detail.
For Forza Motorsport 5 to integrate Bathurst into the game is extraordinary. I mean, it's one of the best racetracks in the world. You know, there's Nürburgring, there's Spa, there's Indianapolis, and there's Bathurst.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous the first time we put Bathurst in front of Mark. We knew we had digital laser scanning, we knew it was accurate, but he's a 6-time winner of the Bathurst 1000. It's like, we put it in front of him for the first time, and I was kind of crossing my fingers, and he got in there, and he's like, yeah, and he just kept grooving. He's like, yep, that's it. And he's picking out reference points, and he's driving. He's like, yep, right by that grate. And the car gets light over this hill, and I brake in a straight line, and there's the brake bumps, and I feel it. And I was like, phew, it was a big sigh of relief that we got it just right.
It's the best representation I've ever seen. In terms of grading it out of 10, for me, it's a 10. I've never seen something so accurate.
I have to sometimes step back and pinch myself when I see like what we're bringing to life on the Xbox One now. I started making racing games a long time ago, and I was modeling cars at like 350 polygons. We now have cars that are over 1 million polygons. We have 350 polygons just in the little air valve nut, you know? It's just like amazing. And I see this stuff, and it looks like we're driving a video. It looks like I'm there. And to see people's reactions to that, too, I'm like, I just can't believe we've come this far in such a short amount of time, and it's really amazing. We're all really proud of it.
It was really a crazy idea to suggest that we could have a race car, actually have a race car at Bathurst.
Can it happen? Could we bring it to life?
He just said, look, you guys are crazy. This is fantastic.
The mechanism for how you would go about doing it was Xbox working with me to be able to get Roland Dane to have 888 as the #1 team run the car and have a wildcard entry. Get 2 of the world's best international drivers to come and drive it with Andy Freo and Matthias Ekström.
Matthias had never been to Bathurst before, so his first experience was actually in the game.
I had a lap on the Forza 5 before I came here, and actually Skaife was sitting on the right side of me and giving me feedback where to drive and where to look out. And first impression, I went out at maximum adrenaline and a very high pulse, and at the beginning I will never forget.
Well, we said from day one, if they finish in the top 10, that it will be a great job. Bathurst is such a unique place, such a difficult racetrack. Given that they are that good and the team is that good, don't be surprised if they emerge at the end up there somewhere. Don't worry, the green car will go all right.
We've made it to Sunday, so that's actually a good thing, and I think it's been successful even before today.
29 cars, there are some behind and a bunch in front, but we try to build a car for a lot of straight line speed and see if that's going to help us.
1,000 kilometres to glory, and off they go in the Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000 of 2013.
Look at this car 10. He's had the big attack, and that's not easy to do inside the chase.
Good job.
So he puts a move on Nick Percat.
On the inside again, car number 10.
Prio.
Andy Prio now behind the wheel. We've got a Swedish debutant in a wild card entry leading Australia's great race. This has been one of the real feel-good stories of the day and the weekend, I reckon, Scafie. The Xbox One Racing Commodore out at 888, racing the wild card.
Roland Dane always said if we had a top 10 finish, that would be an outstanding outcome, and that's what the team have done today.
To be leading Bathurst, you know, I won't believe that. You know, we led it, we've run solid, top 10 pace all the weekend and had a fantastic time.
This is the best wildcard entry in Australian motorsport history.
but you sleep in my clothes. No, it ain't right, I've been stressing at night. We're together, but I feel alone. How long do I stand here in the fire? How long do I try before I'm on my own? How long do I walk across the wire? Stay till we fall. wanna take back. Is there a reason that we're still together? How long do we stand here in the fire? How long do we try before we're on our own? How long do we walk across the wire? Stand till we fall.
Opulence is the aesthetic of abundance. Destiny.
Why do we race? Is it to prove how fast we are? How far we can go? Do we race to find our place? To test our beliefs? To be part of something greater? To face fear? To know sacrifice? To grow stronger? To become immortal? In truth, there is no simple answer to why we race. There is only the fact that we always will.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. We are live here from Mount Panorama, the Bathurst track, the circuit that is world known, 6.21 kilometres of grueling circuitry. One of the facts that you may not know, inside the cabin of a V8 supercar, the temperatures have been known to rise to 60 degrees Celsius. That means that the driver's core body temp can reach fever levels of 39 degrees Celsius plus. The track was originally made as a scenic tourist drive in 1938. Although considered one of the greatest racetracks in the world, it remains a public road on non-race weekends. How about that, guys? Most of us know that. Those that didn't, a little bit of our track facts there. Got plenty of them. If you got any comments, send them through. We'd love to your facts there. It is retro round, of course, here at Bathurst. We've got Shadow in the Husqvarna entry. Had a bit of a consistent run as of late, so it's interesting to see the championship leaderboard hasn't been revealed leading into this round, so it's a bit of a secret for the guys and for the fans as well. And it will be revealed very, very shortly. Double points on offer tonight for our Bathurst Enduro. We've got an hour of racing here. 15 minutes of qualifying coming up though. Brocky 0550, of course, in the Mobile 05 entry. FRCA Madman in the Madman Motorsports entry there. Suspect Pete, beautiful looking livery there. The Irwin Racing entry, the 087 machine. SGR Jenko in the 64E Super Cheap Auto entry. I will give you guys a rundown of that livery very, very shortly. I'm just waiting for my phone to load up. We've got an Ultimate Shop in the Hot Wheels entry. FRCA Filth there in the second of the Husqvarna entries. So Husqvarna on board with these guys in the FRCA crew. We've got RMR Eastie in the NZ machine. SJR Team Kiwi 91 there on this side of that. RMR Widget in the Nokia number 6 entry. HCCR Dopius in the better electrical car, 969. That is my favourite there so far. I've got to say, I love that entry. It's one of my favourite cars. One of the ones that I guess everybody would know. Castrol entry of Cozzy, number 48 machine. Good looking livery there. It almost reminds me of Larry Perkins' entry. Monster Energy there on the side of Epic Sabotage. Had some awesome runs also. Very, very tight championship. I know the results. I know where they are all stand. I can only assume where they are positioned on track. On the leaderboard, sorry, we've got the Shell V-Power entry of Exotic Benz, RMR Mad Kiwi in the Team Kiwi Racing entry, RMR Phil in the unit machine. That is rounding out our field. 16 drivers here tonight are lining up. Of course, a little flip in the TAIT Auto Group. Thanks to TAIT Auto Group, they have brought this championship to life. It's only because of them that we are able to make it all possible. Shout out to AMROR, PLANTRONICS, and of course Dominant Beauty. And CALTEX tonight are on board with us. They have given us a $50 fuel voucher to go to the race winner. But we're going to jump right into qualifying now. These guys, the thumbs up. We are ready to go. We are ready to go qualifying around Mount Panorama, leading into a grueling 1 hour session, almost 30 laps I would assume, if my math is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, did you also know the adrenaline is pumping within the driver's heart rate an average of 170 beats per minute during the races? So the supercar drivers, 170 beats per minute. So they are just machines, these drivers. They are athletes of a different kind, you know. And here we go, we've got qualifying underway now. So Exotic Benz is going to be the pioneer leading into this. Oh no, so Epic Sabotage now is going to lead the way for the crew. Exotic Benz into the grass. Don't forget, this is qualifying. A long way to go. So guys, I've just lost audio there. Probably disconnected something. So Epic Sabotage leading the way. You see the brake rotors glowing. Coming into turn 1 there. We've got a couple of guys waiting back there, as you can see, waiting for fresh air. This is a quick 15-minute qualifying session. Because of that, they want to get you know, ultimate track position, ultimate track space. And you want to get the draft down Conrod, of course. This is really, really off-putting, guys. Sorry, I've got no audio, so let me just get rid of that. Bloody hell. There we go. Of course, 15-minute qualifying session. Leading into an hour's racing here of Mount Panorama. Yeah, slightly delayed. I had a bit of a... I know what I've done. I'll turn that down. Yes. Alright, sorry guys. Much better. So we're on board now. That is Easty, of course, in the NZ entry. So we know he's quick. And Nissan's quick as well. These cars are set up, they are all a stock standard, no tuning allowed, no upgrades. So all stock standard. Everyone has a even playing field, I guess you could say. They've all got the same deck of cards. As he comes down through the chase, hard on the brakes. Bit of a brake lock up there from Madman. You can see the tyre marks where he's locked it up. He's in the grass. He's out of Easty's way, of course. Easty's got the headlights on now. He's ready to crack his first flying lap. So we've got Easty now, of course, has set the fastest lap time on his first lap out, of course. So here comes Jenko now, coming flying down. He's coming down. Ready to commence his first flying lap, hard on the brakes. The flames pouring out of the exhaust. These fire-breathing animals. 600 horsepower or more. A ton and a half of race car though. That's what's just unbelievable about these machines. While we enjoy Jenko's lap here, he tags the wall on qualifying. He has tagged the wall. We heard it. Guys, don't forget, comment if you do have a track fact. We are live on YouTube as well, Twitch, Mixer, Mob Crush. We're on all those platforms over there. Daniel, welcome to the stream. Tristan, are you out there, dude? Josh, you should have jumped in, man. You can still jump in the race. You'll just start from the back of the grid. Simon Manion, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, brother. Really appreciate you jumping on board. You are from Scotland, ladies and gentlemen. That is huge for us. We're in a little country town in New South Wales, Australia, and to reach Scotland all the way over the other side of the world is just outrageous what we've created here. I couldn't have done it, of course, without my drivers and our sponsors on board. So thanks to TAIT Auto Group, Plantronics, Dominant Beauty, and of course AMROR. We've got CALTEX on board tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We've also got Super Cheap Auto and Tickford. They've got a hat that we're giving away to the pole sitter. And at the moment, that is our friend, is Easty, of course, our pole sitter at the moment. So he's crossed the line and set another cracker lap. We'll get confirmation there of his lap time. There goes Cozzy, who's in third. That's a great result for him. Let's jump on board with Cozzy, who's there in third spot at the moment. He's just coming up the mountain now, beginning the climb. Let's ride on board here with Cozzy. Get that map. We can enjoy the sights and sounds of Mount Panorama, one of the most iconic tracks in the world. That, ladies and gentlemen, a lap of one of the most iconic tracks in the world, Mount Panorama, here at Bathurst in New South Wales, about 2 hours from Sydney. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, a lot of race car drivers are underestimated, I guess. They say that motorsport is not a real sport. It's man versus machine versus the elements versus the circuit. And who needs gym membership? Drivers do the equivalent of 1,200, 120 kg single leg pressures to exert the required brake pedal pressures. 1,200 of them around this circuit. 120 single leg pressures at 1,200 kgs. 120 kgs. 1,200 of them. That's outrageous. Skip leg day? Not these guys. You just imagine what these guys are doing out there now. They're coming around. So we're on board with Cozzy Cricket, who's still in third there. Cozzy Cricket, that's his old game tag, sorry. Old habits die hard. So we've got Madman there in. So we've got Easty, Madman in second spot there at the moment. How is that? Madman, congratulations. So we've got Easty there at the moment. He's leading. Cozzy is in third. We've got Team Kiwi there in fourth. Up there now, so we're just going to fly by here. We're just going to have a quick look around the circuit. Let's get a great look at these liveries here while we're in qualifying. That's a beautiful looking car there of the FRCA Filth. So just a good look at it there. The number 16 machine. Just drop that map down. Get a great look at that. On the power now, commencing his descent down Conrod. Start at the back of the field here. Mad Kiwi there in the Team Kiwi Racing entry. Number 51 machine. Epic Sabotage. A favourite of mine. I love the livery of the Monster Energy machine, and he's done an amazing job. The painter's back there at Monster Energy rating, just absolutely nailed it. Tickford Racing, almost the eagle there, the flying eagle. I think it's an eagle. Ultimate Shop joins us in the Hot Wheels entry. Little drone camera who does an amazing job keeping up with these cars as he comes down now. Forrest Elbow ready to make his descent down on Rod. Let's bring the telemetry up. Let's see how fast he gets down there. He is 100% on the throttle now. 260, 165, 70 kilometers an hour. Peaks out at 282 around there. Hard on the brakes. Great thing about technology and what we can do here at Evans Esports and Forza Motorsport. You can actually see 100% on the throttle there now, hard on the brakes, 80% brake pressure. That's one of 1,200 applications that he's going to do around this circuit here. 120 kgs each. That is ultimate chop. Widget there now in the Nokia entry. Who's down there in 11th spot? Suspect Pete, who's had an amazing result there. Great to see him there in the top 10. And he is at the moment there in the Irwin entry, 087. The brake rotor's glowing hard on the brakes there. Ready to commence his lap. Does he go any quicker? No, he moved up a little bit, but nothing better for 10th. Welcome to the stream, Kyle. Thanks for joining us. SJR Team Kiwi there in 9th. Number 91 machine. Omar Phil in the unit entry, joining us tonight as a wild card. Hasn't had much practice here, but he's doing an outstanding job there in 8th as he's crossing the top of the mountain there. FRCA Cozzy, who's dropped down to 7th. He's going to pit, potentially a bit of damage there. Going in for a fresh set of tyres. He's going to bang out one more lap, I reckon. There's Madman in front of him in 6th spot. Madman Motorsport. So Jenko now. So there's still enough time for these guys to bang out a couple of laps. Might get 2 out of it. Jenko there now in 6th spot. Omar Eastie has dropped down to 5th. Oh, he's got Filth on his inside. So Filth moved out, sorry. Out of the way. So that has put... So Eastie in 5th. RMR Widget there in 4th in the Nokia entry. Another RMR driver. Ultimate Chop, who is on 3rd spot there. He's going to get another lap in. FRCA Shadow now into 2nd. Couple more laps. So HCCR Jopius is leading the field in qualifying here at the moment in the better electrical car. One of my favourite looking cars of all time. Back when Supercars was before car of the future, all of the changes happened. It's a beautiful little car, and Dopius there leading the way in 1st. Let's enjoy this final stint here of the lap in HCCR Dopius, who is leading the field for qualifying. He's on par for a pole position and a Super Cheap Auto racing cap. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this final descent here as we round up qualifying. back to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Finishing up qualifying, we've got HCCR Dopius at the moment taking victory, or taking pole, sorry, for the race ahead. We have got 1 hour of racing coming up. 30 laps of Mount Panorama here, one of the most iconic circuits, in my opinion, the greatest circuit that there ever is. So Shadow unable to take it from Dopius. Congratulations to Dopius. Congratulations to all the drivers out there. We've got second is Shadow. Third and fourth is Chop and Jenko. Fifth is Sabotage. Widget behind, or next to him, sorry. We've got Easty in seventh. Madman in eighth. Cozzy in ninth. RMR Phil, who's a wild card entry. Very, very limited practice. He's there in 10th spot. Team Kiwi in 11th and Suspect Pete in 12th. We've got Mad Kiwi and Brocky there in 13th, 14th. Filth is rounding out the field there in 15th spot. And that is rounding out our field, ladies and gentlemen. Some great driving, some great lap speeds. And it's only going to be a thing to come in the race when it comes up right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a quick intermission here before we get started here for the 30 laps. For the endurance round, double points on offer for our drivers here. And if the drivers didn't know, if the field didn't know, you get a minimum of 5 points. So once we've moved down to the field, you know, I think 7th spot is 5 points. 8th spot you'll also get 5 points, 9th spot 5, and so on and so forth. So ladies and gentlemen, please grab some drinks, grab some chips, put the kettle on, pour yourself a whiskey, whatever it is. We'll be right back just after this quick break. We'll get straight into racing here for an hour of the mountain. Who will conquer it? Can it be tamed? The mountain always bites, ladies and gentlemen. We know that consistency will be key. And we will see who is the bravest of the bunch, I guess, coming right up on Evans Esports, on Twitch, on Mixer, on YouTube, on Mob Crush. Send us a message if you want the links, and share the absolute hell out of this. We've made it to Scotland, guys. My God. Shout out, brother. Thank you so much.
Why do we race? Is it to prove how fast we are? How far we can go? Do we race to find our place? To test our beliefs? To be part of something greater? To face fear? To know sacrifice? To grow stronger? To become immortal? In truth, there is no simple answer to why we race. There is only the fact that we always will.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. We are live here from Evans Esports Studios. We're live across the globe on 5 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Mixer and Mob Crush. If you want the links, drop us a comment, send us a message. Huge shout out to HCCR Dopius taking out pole position, starting from the front row of the grid, but he's got Shadow right next to him. We know Shadow's quick, we know Shadow's right up in the battle of the championship. Where he stands, only I know, because championship points have been hidden for the drivers for the past 2 weeks, just leading into this event. Okay, so just before we get into racing, Bathurst facts you might not know: 0.1 second is the closest winning margin ever recorded to date. It was in 1977 between Alan Moffat and Colin Bond. Interesting facts there from Bathurst. Give these guys the thumbs up that we're going to go racing here. We're on for 30 laps at least here at Bathurst. Two pit stops, mandatory pit stops. Not allowed to do that in the first 3 laps or the last 3 laps of the race here. So 30 laps equivalent to almost an hour of racing here. A little over an hour. It's a full-blown endurance race. I know the drivers are excited. Absolutely. So hyped. They've been talking all day amongst themselves. Shout out, of course, to our series sponsors, PLANTRONICS, the TAIT Auto Group, who's made all this possible, Auto Pro, AMROR, Dominant Beauty, and of course tonight CALTEX. The winner of the race will get a $50 fuel voucher, thanks to our good friends over at CALTEX. The grid is set. Listen to them, they are fired up here. The machines, the monsters would be breathing fire. Hard on the limiter. We can hear they've gone, and they are off and racing. Shadow getting the better start of the two. He's on the outside line. He's on the racing line. He's going to chuck the nose in. Gets the move done. No, he's still there. Ultimate Chop and Jenko side by side. A great start to all the drivers there today. So now we've got Dopius still in second there. Wow, look at this, guys, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to go too wide here into the first corner. Oh, they rub, Dopius and Shadow rub. He's very lucky he didn't get turned around there then. So now Dopius has got the nose out. He's got the position there. He's all right, eyes forward for him now. A great battle leading up the mountain. So all the drivers still safe and sound, I guess, as they come around Cold tyres, cold track. Let's go, boys. RMR Mad Kiwi, good luck, says Sarah Miller. Kristen Brady says the madman looks dangerously mad. And I'll tell you what's dangerous, coming down through the dip. Dopius runs a little bit wide. It's allowed shadow up. Right on the back of him. This is some awesome, awesome racing. Down through Forest Elbow now. We get, oh, Dopius got a little bit sideways there then. Onto the power a little bit early. Through the fog. It's a cold day here at Bathurst. So we've got a car. I thought I heard a car off track there earlier. That is Filth. But just look how close these guys are. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, if it's on, we're on for an hour of this, man. I am going to be on the edge of my seat. Oh, a bit of a lock up there. We're on Mad Kiwi. He was hard into the backside there of Phil. Nothing in it. Brocky there on the inside there now of Team Kiwi and both the SJR guys. It's Team Kiwi and Mad Kiwi, I think. So great move there by Brocky, up into 10th spot there now. Hard on the brakes. I know this map could be quite off-putting, guys, but I want to keep it on there just so I can keep. Oh, we've got Carnage there. Madman has been spun. Madman, Mad Kiwi. Oh, was it? It was Madman. It was definitely Madman. No, maybe not. Whoa, Madman, very sideways. Wow. It was Phil. It was Phil who was spun. Oh, and Filth, a lot of damage. That was hard. So these guys have got to make their way back to pit lane now. So, look, guys, no 2 mandatory pit stop. This will not count as one of them pit stops. So a lot of damage. Filth was in the, yes, Filth was in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Hey, Ollie, thanks for joining, man. Thanks for watching. That was huge. A lot of action there. So we've seen Phil get spun. I thought it was Madman. Look at this. Madman right onto the back there. Madman does look dangerous. His own words. Oh, Madman and Sabotage come to blows. Nothing in it. I think that was a racing incident. A little bit of curb there. So Madman gives a spot to Epic Sabotage, who runs wide. He's in the gravel trap. Was he escorted? I don't know. Cozzy there now in the retro Castrol livery. It's a beautiful looking livery. So he's right up. He's got the draft. You can just see him reeling in Mad Kiwi. Look at that. Oh, it's Mad Kiwi hard on the brakes. Car looked a bit upset under braking then. Perhaps a little bit of damage. So we've got some drivers into the pits there now. That would be our mate Phil. So Filth is coming into the pits there now. Suspect has pitted. Oh, correct, Sarah. On the edge of the seat. No. It's absolutely carnage out there. 3 laps into 30 here at Mount Panorama. So Suspect has pitted. I don't know if that's going to count as his pit stop. So he's pitted on the end of lap 2. That's not going to count as his pit stop. may have misunderstood. It'll be post-race anyway, guys. Let's continue racing here. So we've still got Dopius in first. So he's got a bit of a gap back to second there to Shadow. So Ultimate Chop in third, of course. So let's go for a lap around Mount Panorama. On board with Ultimate Chop here. You can see our front runners first and second. We've got cones all over the road here. So first and second just up in the horizon, I guess you could say, here at Mount Panorama. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy a lap with Ultimate Chop. Alright guys, welcome back to the show. We've seen Ultimate Chop have a pit stop there, and I myself had to have a pit stop also. Great little battle I've seen in front with it is Dopius and Shadow, so those guys still knuckling it out. So bit of a gap there now. Back to third. RMR Widget Jenko there in fourth. We've got Madman in fifth, he's got his headlights on. He is racing hard. Team Kiwi in sixth. We've got Sarah Miller saying great action for the spectators so far. It's been pretty good, hasn't it, as with this battle here. So it looked like Dopius got, he's pitted. Dopius is pitted, I was going to say. He's just slowed right down. So that's allowed Shadow. Sorry, Shadow has pitted. Shadow's the first to blink out of the two. So he goes second. So great pit stop by Husqvarna Racing crew. So the guys are just starting to pit there now. There goes Brocky. Cold tyres for Shadow. He has to remember that. So we've got Brocky pitted. Ultimate Chopper's now pitted. Got Chop pitted. Interesting. Has he done 2 pit stops? Has he got him out of the way now? And is he going to race right through to the end? Oh. I hope his engineers know what they're doing. They're smarter than I am. And he conserved the fuel and the tyres to make it right through the end. Ultimate Chop looks like he's pitted. He's got his 2 pit stops out of the way. What do you think, guys? Can Ultimate Chop make it through to the end of the race? We've had a couple of DMFs. Who have we lost? We've lost Widget. We've lost Widget, who was effing fast. And, whoa! Eastie's into the wall. Shadow now ready to reel in Brocky down Conrod. Get it done. He's going to do it at the chase. If he sticks the nose out. Dive down the inside. Yes, he does. Brocky lets him through, as Brocky would. Very gentlemanlike. So now Shadow he's got the headlights on. He's fast. He needs to make up ground. So Dopius doesn't pit this time around again. Sorry guys, phone rang. Had to take that one. Welcome to Harry. Shane. Welcome to stream, guys. So Brocky into the wall there. I'm in the Forest elbow. Dopey is going to pit this time around. No, he's going to keep going again. Right, hopefully he's in party chat and they've let him know that 2 pit stops, mandatory. So we've got Team Kiwi there now pitting. Very long pit stop. Had to put a little bit of extra fuel in it because he ran that 8 laps, I guess. question that's looming around us at the moment here at Mount Panorama is, has Ultimate Chop got enough in the tank? He's done 2 pit stops. He's in 5th. 2 pit stops. I'm sure he's pitted twice. Let us know if you guys seen something different to what I seen. I thought he pitted when we were on board. So Shadow now, after that pit stop, ready to get that position back where he entered pit lane, which was second. So Dopey's going to pit. Hopefully they've got him in party chat and they let him know. He doesn't pit this time around either. He might have comms out at the moment. We need to get his pit crew down there at with a pit board to let him know he must make 2 pit stops. But in saying that, he's still got 17 laps to do it. 2 mandatory pit stops. Can't do it in the first 3 or the last 3. Double points on offer here at Mount Panorama. The Madman, who is in second, but he's got Shadow hot on his heels. One of the few Mercs out there racing tonight is Madman. That's a beautiful looking car. Shout out to TAIT Auto Group making this all possible. Blocko's Paints, who's designed that livery, painted that livery. My good mates, Blocko. A lot of support from him in the past, so I really appreciate him jumping on board and helping these guys out with their paints. We've got a battle here. Epic Sabotage is battling with Team Kiwi there for 8th and 9th. There's Easty there, who had a bit of trouble up on top of the mountain there earlier on. We've seen him into the wall. Quick little Bathurst 1000 fact that you might not know. Ladies and gentlemen, if a V8 supercar had wings, they could take off down Conrod Straight. Boeing 757s are travelling at around 270 kilometres an hour when they take off. An Airbus A320 at 275 and a Boeing 747 at 290. Bear in mind the 747 weighs as Eastie's into the wall. These guys racing hard. Bear in mind that a 747 weighs more than 320,000 kilograms. V8 supercars travelling close to 300 kilometres on the famous back straight at Mount Panorama, and then every bit of downforce and road to keep all 4 wheels on the ground. Can you imagine them with wings? As I say that, these guys are flying down Conrod here at the moment, round the chase. Easty. We've got Easty, Sabotage, and it's I think it's Team Kiwi, isn't it? No, it's it is Team Kiwi. Look at that, flying around here. Team Kiwi in 7th spot. They're great result for him there at the moment. Sorry guys, just had the little ones here with me. Don't want unnecessary. Oh, sorry, dropping everything. So Shadow now. So Dopius is pitted, of course, by the looks of that. Shadow now in third spot. So there's Shadow in first. Flames ripping out the exhausters on the downshift. Great to see. Absolutely beautiful. These cars are absolutely beautiful. I love the supercars. We want to put on these supercars event for a very, very long time, and it took me. You know, I didn't want to do supercars for my first event, so I've done Fast Fours and touring cars, and it actually went better than I could have expected. We had some sponsorship issues and some conflicts, I guess, with some other drivers. Nonetheless, I persevered, got some other sponsorship involved. Shadow runs a little bit wide there coming into the chase. Commentator's curse. I managed to get some other sponsors, secured some sponsors for this event, and it's been absolutely amazing so far. You've seen in the chat section there, if you hadn't, Jennifer Rick is saying nice lead. It is a great lead too, isn't it? So we've got Dopius on the Madman. So as Dopius is on the attack, Madman's on the defense, that is slowing these two up. So that's going to allow that gap to increase. Oh, just as I say that, Dopius dives down the outside of Madman. Madman across the front of him in the grass. It's almost Jamie Whincup and Garth Hander all over again. It was almost at that very section of the track. Also, Madman's pitted now. That's alleviated a bit of pressure from Dopius. Sorry guys if you can hear that, I'm actually eating while I'm streaming here. It's quite rude of me. I'm starving. Now Shadow has Dopius on the attack. So Ultimate Chop there in third, who I believe has, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys have been watching it, I believe he's done his 2 pit stops. I think he done one after the other. So if that's the case, these poor tyres are gonna absolutely cop it. Tyres, fuel. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to bring it up. Don't forget we're on live on 5 platforms here. A couple are watching over there on YouTube. Thanks guys, really appreciate it. Comment where you're watching from in the world, please. Love to know. So we've got a couple of other drivers with a DNF. We started with 17. The mountain has bitten down to 15 now, so 5 drivers out. We've got Mad Kiwi with a DNF. Oh no, poor old Mad Kiwi. Very upsetting there with Mad Kiwi. Jump on the emails and see if I get an email or a response with what's happened there. Drivers with a DNF will get 5 points though, so I appreciate them turning up and giving it their all. And we all know what the mountain's like. Not everyone can conquer the mountain. A lot easier said than done. So we've got Sabotage pitting. No, sorry. It's Madman. So Madman now, not Madman. Jenko. There we go. Finally got it. Jenko now pitted. I'm just trying to bring up Twitch as well. Don't forget, live on 5. I'm saying that. That's cool, doesn't it? Live on 5. So we're not quite halfway here at the mountain. Live on Twitch. Lil, that's LIL _ Flip 01 on Twitch over there. A couple of viewers over there. Thanks for watching, guys. Welcome to the stream. If you like what you see, please comment. Let us know where in the world you're watching from this outstanding 30 lapper here of Mount Panorama. It's endurance round, it's retro round. Double points on offer for the championship. Got a great battle here. Madman is racing mad against Team Kiwi there. So next in line for Madman is Easty, who is not having the greatest run out there. So ultimate chop there after that. Epic sabotage. It is. We've got another battle here. Battles all over this mountain, ladies and gentlemen. So righto, we've got a car there into the pits there now. It is Team Kiwi, so he's going to make another pit stop. Let's kind of split that battle up, but we're fighting here for 9th and 10th. Cozzy in 9th, great result for him. He's got Brocky 0550 on his tail. I know all these drivers are quick, guys. So we're just coming up now. So we'll just jump on board with Shadow here, who is our race leader at the moment. So I'll give you a bit of an idea of the action. You can see cars just in the distance there now coming up over that little crest there under the Fujitsu sign. That is lap traffic, so they will have to battle that as well. Coming inside, it'll be just coming around. Can't quite see it, so we might be able to see it at this section here. Shadow there on the downshift. Just going around the first turn there now. Sorry, the final turn is the lap traffic, so Shadow is really approaching them quickly. So smooth this Shadow, guys. Sorry, I was just listening in on that. The throttle input, the brake application, the downshifts. He's just so perfect with everything that he does. He's Shadow. But at the mountain, we know it can bite hard. Another interesting fact, not only about this, as Shadow tags the wall. There we go, commentator's curse once again. So as you can see, so he's reeling in that lap traffic very quickly. Potentially that has thrown him off. That's what caused him to tag that wall. back a little bit. That's very unfortunate for Shadow. Hopefully not too much damage. Hasn't put the alignment out or anything like that. Oh, Suspect with a bit of a lighting of those rears up. Hard on the limiter, then Shadow. Cozzy now losing that gap back to or up to Brocky 0550. Still plenty of pit stops, still plenty of action, still plenty of laps. We are just over halfway here at the mountain. So we're just going to ride on board here with Shadow as he comes up. So he's got that lap traffic there, so he's got Suspect. He's got RMR Phil there in front of him now. I know everyone is going to be the gentleman and move, or the slower cars are going to move across, of course, but they've also got their own race they need to race. There you go, so Phil getting out of the way. New Shadow was coming. Great work, Phil. Thank you, sir. An absolute champion, mate. It's a pleasure having you. Welcome back to the racing seat. A bit of time off, I know. Got so Dopius is he's coming for Shadow. There's going to be enough fuel in the tank. I know these guys have still got a pit. So Shadow was the first to blink. It put him into clean air, and you can actually see the gap that it's created, I guess, getting into that clean air early. Okay, back to our Bathurst fact. So it's not necessarily about the track, but Bathurst itself. So established in 1814, Bathurst is the oldest inland settlement in Australia. Bet you didn't know that one. I didn't until I read it, of course. A couple more facts we will go through as the race progresses. We're going to enjoy a lap here of Bathurst, the sights and the sounds on the board with our good friend here in the Better Electrical entry of HCCR Dopius. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy coming across Skyline very, very shortly. It's an absolute, yeah, I wouldn't even begin to understand how they feel at the speeds that they're doing. A bit of a tag on the wall there now. McPhilly. Oh, commentators curse. There's Skyline that we speak of. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to let Dopius go with it. Sorry guys, had to have a little pit stop myself again. So a couple too many whiskies there earlier in the evening. Coming back to haunt me now. Coming back to haunt is the mountain called Dapius. I know I watched the stream on my phone while I was having my pit stop, and I just heard that he collected the wall a couple of times, but he's still got the eyes forward there, one eye forward on that. You can just see the battle here between Phil and Suspect, always battling it out. These guys. I've seen that before. I think it was on the better electrical car. When the old tyre went through the windscreen of Craig Lowndes. Remember that? Absolutely crazy. Whoa. Skyline is not where you want to be pushing around. So Phil backs out of it. Whoa, Suspect getting all types of sideways there. Whoa, has he got damage? He backs out of it. Suspect. Something's happened to Suspect. Or he's a little bit hot under the collar, one of the two. Epic Sabotage there now in third spot. So maybe Ultimate Chop has... He's lost a lot of ground, but I believe, I've got a feeling he is pitted. He's done his 2 compulsory pit stops. 10 laps to go here at the mountain. So it gives the guys an opportunity of, Ultimate Chop there. Struggling under brakes there, a little bit of understeer. Shot looks to be really struggling out there. Could it be tyres? I know he pitted twice early. So he's got his compulsory pit stops out of the way. Channel 7 chopper in the background, you're going to hear it whirling around. So now... So Sabotage is pitted. He's made his next pit stop. There it is. So he is fueled and tired to the end. Jenko coming around there now. Cold tyres for Sabotage. So they're on board with him now. Cold tyres. He's behind Jenko. Of course, pitted and tired to the end. 10 laps to go. Great strategy there at Monster Energy Racing. Ultimate Chop though pitted very early. Got his 2 stops out of the way. Now he's really struggling with his tyres there at the moment. Let's bring that map up there and let's have a look at the gap. That is Chop to Jenko. So we know Jenko's probably got to pit again. Should have had a little diary ticking these off. So we know Sabotage is quick. He was quick in qualifying. That's the gap back to third. So I believe these guys have got to pit also. So that's going to bring Chop back up into it. Sabotage, of course. Jenko, I think, needs to do his second pit stop. Across the line here for another lap here of the mountain. Team Kiwi and Madman still nutting it out. Well, sorry, it was Cozzy earlier. Cozzy's pitted. He's pitted, so he'd be fueled and pitted to the end. So So he might jump up the queue here and get these next two. We've got Madman and Team Kiwi. Welcome to the stream. Those watching over on YouTube, please comment where in the world. Oh, that was loud, guys. Sorry, you weren't ready for that. Let us know in the comment section where you're watching from. We would love to know. We've got a couple of guys watching from Scotland. That is absolutely epic. There we go. A couple of comments coming through. We've got Facebook there. On board with Madman. Where is our good mate Easty? There he is in 6th spot. Look at this gap now, 1st to 2nd. So lap traffic, of course, down Conrod. We've got Simon saying he's loving the event, some amazing driver skills in every race so far that he's seen. Bathurst is one of his favourite tracks in Forza Motorsport 7. Simon, if you want to get involved, mate, drop us a message. We can get you on the track. So Shadow's going to pit now. Shadow's going to pit. That's allowed, guys. So Shadow has pitted. So there, here comes Dopius there now. So there's Shadow. So that's given the lead to Dopius. So strategy now playing a part in these races, which what appeals to me in these longer races. Strategy, pit stops, absolutely love it. Don't forget, guys, these drivers out here, these racers, they are fighting not only for bragging rights of being our first endurance winner, they're also battling out, thanks to our good friends at CALTEX, for a $50 fuel voucher, which it can be anyone's at the moment. I mean, at the moment we've got Dopius in the hot seat, but we know you blink at the mountain, it's all over. So now that gap from 1st to 2nd. So Shadow's pitted. So ultimate chop. Even with that pit of Shadows, unable to get anything. So now Chop's just racing against himself, I think, and his tyres and his fuel. Let's have a look to see. Tyres, where are they at? So yeah, his tyres, so 13, 14, 15% wear. That's a lot out there. I just want to see his fuel situation. So he's still got 3/4 of a tank, so he might actually be right. You can see that right-hand front glowing there now on the scale. That he had a bit of a brake lock up. It is very, very hot, that tyre. He needs to cool it down, get to that optimal racing temperature. You can see it's not cooling down either, so it could be because it's over that threshold, that 17% wear. So his fronts now, front tyres are at that point now where he's going to really, really struggle under brakes. How good is technology allowing us to bring all this to life? Third gear, 180 kilometres. 209 before he touches the brake pedal there. That is moving in a supercar. So Shadow now our race leader. So Dopius is pitted. That's the gap there, 1st to 2nd. 7 laps to go here at the mountain. Still anyone's game with these two drivers. I knew it was going to be close. Did I know it was going to be this close? Less than a second in it, I believe. 1.4 the gap. So Dopius we know is quick. He's got younger tyres. That could pay. Oh, he tags the wall. Puts himself into the grass. Oh, that was close. Dopius as we ride on board. So that's going to extend that gap. He was still pretty quick through there though, but unable to stay on the power. Oh, as he tags the wall again. The shadow there now. We're going to leave Dopius there. Commentator's curse, of course, affecting him. Well, ultimate chop sideways there. So that's Phil in the pits. So 5th and 6th. Jenko and Sabotage now battling it out. So we know Sabotage was behind Jenko there earlier. So he's got that position there now. Comes Phil out of the pits there now. So these guys here still fighting at the back there, final 10. So we've got Cozzy and Brocky battling it out for 9th and 10th. So this is how close it is for 9th and 10th. Imagine what it's going to be for 1st and 2nd towards the end. A little over 5 laps remaining here at the mountain. We've done 24. We're here for 30. Endurance round and an hour of racing. These guys will be absolutely wrecked at the end of this. We know what 5 laps are like. So Phil has had engine failure. So DNF there now for Phil. I just had an email come through. So the mountain bites again, ladies and gentlemen. 5 laps remaining. Got 11 drivers remaining. Lap traffic now playing a part of this. We knew it was going to happen. This is going to come right down to the wire between Shadow and... Oh. So 5 laps to go, guys. This is the gap. That's the gap, 1st and 2nd after 25 laps here of the mountain. Pit stops out of the way. Lap traffic out of the way. So Shadow's got to be a little bit smart here with where he positions that car. coming into the chase. Dopius on the power early. And Shadow moves over. Ooh, on the power again early. Shadow got up on the curb. This has put him on the inside, but it's slowed. Oh, this is not done yet. Shadow just sticking the nose out in front there. Got Shadow on the side. Sonic character, so Shadow down the inside there now. It's going to make Dopius run wide off the racing line in the marbles. Shadow, some great racing by these two. Shadow lost, Dopius has lost a little bit of ground. Oh, and hits the wall hard on the exit of Forest Elbow. Dylan Woodbridge, how do you join the league, mate? Just drop Evans Esports a message. I'll send you the rules. We've still got 5 rounds remaining. We had a strict sign-up process, but the numbers are not showing. So, man, if you want to jump in, you're certainly welcome to, but as you can see, racing is very hard, very close. There is some strict rules as well. But if you want to be a part of it, man, just drop us a message and we'll talk to you about it. But right now, we've got a battle on our hands. About to cross the line to commence lap 27 of 30 here at the mountain. Shadow leading from HCCR, Dopius. Ultimate Chop there in third, who's had a long run on those tyres. Epic Sabotage in fourth. Jenko fifth. We've got RMR Eastie, who I thought was going to be strong, not to take anything away from him. Thought was going to be strong here at the mountain. He's in sixth spot there. Seventh in is Madman, who had a great start to the race there. He had the eyes forward, blitzing through the field there. He's at seventh there now. Team Kiwi in eighth. Ninth is Cozzy. Suspect Pete in 10th. Behind him, we've got Brocky 0550 rounding out the field of 11 here. We started with 17. The mountain has bit quite a few drivers here this evening. Ryan saying, how's it going? Mate, going well. Got 3 laps remaining here at the mountain. This is the gap. We're on board with HCCR Dopius. This is the gap, first to second after 27 laps of great racing here. Strategy has played a great part. Shadow pitting. He was blinking first. He blinked first, sorry. Got into fresh air early. And it's obviously put him in prime position here. On par for a race victory here. Double points at the mountain. FRCA Shadow. Dopius bailing it out. So we'll quickly run through the field here this evening. So we've got Brocky 0550 on the skyline there. An epic shot there of the mobile 05 entry. Coming down Brocky's skyline. A good shot just as we got on board with that. Suspect Pete. We've got Jennifer Rigger saying, sheesh, it's going to be close. It is going to be down to the wire, I think. We spoke earlier of that closest finish between Bondi and that, and I think Shadow and Dopius is going to just make that gap closer. I don't think you can get any closer than 0.1. Cozzy in 9th spot, good for a top 10, so a huge bag of points for him. But SJR Team Kiwi in 8th. Lap traffic ahead of him. FRCA Madman. Won a few Mercs. Good to see a Merc out there. A couple of Nissans out there. I know Eastie's in a Nissan. We're going to jump on board with him right now. Really struggled out there tonight. I've seen him a couple of times against the wall. Not ideal for him. So Jenko on par for a top 5, which is outstanding for him and the Super Cheap Auto Racing crew. But epic sabotage, of course, in the title defence. 4th spot's a great result for him. Ultimate Chop in 3rd. Who's had an extremely long run on those tyres. Oh, very close there at the grate. So, and ladies and gentlemen, let's bring this back to our front runners, 1st and 2nd. After we've been racing for almost an hour, or a little over an hour now, I believe we've been racing for. A couple more laps here to round it out. So Dopius on the younger of the tyres, but oh, he's very, very close there now. It's a little bit of curb. Oh, it sounded like Shadow was hard on the limiter then. A lot of wheel spin. Oh, in the grass. Dopius in the grass. Under brakes. That wasn't a... God, sorry, guys. Wow, sorry guys. God, I've just noticed Neil Crompton and the guys and Jess Yates and all that. I've never seen them sneeze live TV. How do they get away with it? Shadow then, sorry, no, we're still on board with Dopius. A little bit of curb. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to drop this map down and not to take, oh, Dopius in the wall. Not to take anything away from our other drivers, guys. That is the last thing I want to do. Each and every driver means the world to me. But we're going to stay on board with this battle here because this is going to come down to the wire. So Shadow, I think, got enough breathing space to maybe get the race win, but I tell you what, we've got Dopius, who is very, very quick under brakes. You can watch him here. Look at the ground he makes up. And Shadow just... Oh, so that was a good exit though. That's a bloody... Oh, this is the final lap, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the final lap here of the mountain of our first endurance round. This is the gap. Final lap, guys. I was just saying that Dopius, very, very good under brakes. Watch the ground he makes up. Power early the last time coming up the mountain here this evening. Final lap. Oh. And my heart is racing for these guys here tonight. So Shadow and Dopius and all the drivers still out there have been absolutely flawless tonight. The last time over Skyline, the last time down through the dipper. It's a beautiful shot. What has Dopius got left in the tank? He is coming in quick though. Whoa, look at this, guys. Oh, I just got goosebumps. Look how close he is. He's going to be close enough to get the draft. Oh, he's got the draft. Shadow's trying to lose him. Get him out of that draft. Running around the chase for the final time, we know. So the fastest lap of the race is 2:07, I think it was. Look how close this is, guys. The final time around here, the final time under the AMROR tyre. Hard under brake. Shadow's got to get across there. He covers, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. First and second, less than a second in it. Oh my God. Wow, I could not have asked for a better finish. My God, I'm just through the controller. Wow. What a finish. Man, what if I had put 31 laps down? Oh, there. Shadow taking away the race win. An hour and 5 minutes and 6 seconds of racing. Oh man, I've got goosebumps. Shadow, you've got no idea, dude. Dopius, wow, brother. Sabotage. Holy cow, Jenko, everyone. What an event. My God, guys, get your... Oh. No, really, guys, that was intense. Jennifer, that was absolutely amazing. These guys side by side now, giving each other the thumbs up. Oh, I need to take a deep breath. Really, guys, you got no idea that finish. I could not have asked for anything better. Could not have scripted it. We could not have pulled off a better event here, ladies and gentlemen. FRCA Shadow taking away the trophy here tonight for the Evans Esports Bathurst 1 hour. And we might be onto something. Evans Esports might be able to get onto something. We can do something a little bit. How do you join the league, man? Just send us a message, bro. Dill. Just send Evans Esports a message. Don't forget to like the page to stay up to date with what we do. Shadow and Dopius. Wow. Dopius, man, my hat goes off to you because you were coming in quick. You were getting there. Dude, I'm speechless. I really am. I really am. So Chop in third. Congratulations, mate. Epic Sabotage in fourth. Jenko in fifth. We had RMR Easty in sixth. FRCA Madman in seventh. SJR Team Kiwi in eighth. FRCA Cozzy in ninth spot. Rounding out the top 10, Brocky 0550. And we had Suspect Pete 870, who absolutely loves being here and loves racing, and we love having him. Yeah, dude, sorry, Dill. You do need Forza Motorsport 7. If you can, get it, because it is worth it, brother. You want to be here? This is, that was some amazing racing, man. I am speechless. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to set up a group chat here, see if I can get a couple of the drivers in to tell us their thoughts on that, because my mind has just blown. As I said, I could not have asked for a better event. All right, guys, give me one.
It's only 7 degrees here, so it's nice and cool for me in my house.
Oh yeah, you suck. Oh.
Guys, we are back here. We are live. Got a couple of the drivers in the voice chat here. Let's get their thoughts and comments on that race. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the drivers. Congratulations to you all. Thanks for an outstanding event. And how's everyone feeling?
Oh, absolutely exhausted.
Oh, I could just imagine. Like, that was intense to watch. I could just...
Oh, I've lost him.
Yeah, no. One step to the right and it disconnects. It's like I was on the edge of my seat. I had goosebumps. My heart was racing just watching those last couple of laps. How did it feel for you, Shadow? I could just only imagine what you were going through, looking in the mirror and seeing that Dopius was just... He was reeling you in very quickly, man.
Yeah, I got... when I pit early, I started getting some real fast laps real quick. And then when he pit, I noticed I had a nice lead. And I just tried to maintain it. But, yeah, you get the traffic. You lose a little bit, not much, because they did really good getting out of the way. And, yeah, he reeled me in. He was flying. He was trying not to look at my mirror. Because, yeah, I was heading up the straight, looking in my mirror, up Mountain Straight, and I hit the grass. I was not watching where I was going.
Yeah, it's we know any race event, whenever you're sitting in the driver's seat, anytime you take your eyes off the racing line, you know, you're in the grass, but at the mountain, it bites hard. We lost, I think, 6 drivers with a DNF, so we know how hard it is out there.
Yeah, it is very... well done to everyone that finished, even those that didn't, you know. I know how much it takes out of you.
Yeah, mate, it just... We can hear it, and you just sound absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, yeah, I worked all day and then come home and race. So.
Couple of beers and do this, eh?
That's it.
Oh, very good. No, again, mate, congratulations. Thanks to CALTEX. They're hooking you up with a $50 fuel voucher as well, dude. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome, man. You put on a great show. Flawless is what I want to say, man. You pitted early, you got that fresh air, and you made the most of it.
Yep, thank you. Just want to say huge thanks to Husqvarna for getting behind us. And also to TAIT Auto Group. It's been absolutely amazing, this whole series.
And we're only halfway done, man. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. Still a long way to go. And we're going to, round 10 at Long Beach, it's just going to be absolutely amazing.
Oh, I can't wait.
The concrete jungle.
That has to be probably my favourite track.
Nice, yes. Yes, Cozzy, man, how are you feeling after that? I know you were commenting before you had your first experience, I guess, with racing gloves. So how are you feeling?
Hot, tired, and buggered. Yeah, no, it was a interesting race. I've done a couple of enduros before, but this is probably the hardest and the longest enduro I've done. And yeah, to keep it as clean as I could, and finish in 9th, massive effort. So
yeah, it's like any time you finish at Bathurst is a good effort, and to be racing. I think the clock ticked over 1 hour, 5 minutes and 7 seconds when Shadow crossed the line on that final lap. So, you know, it's just to be racing that hard, that fast for over an hour. I know a couple of the guys suggested 60 laps, so I just think that would have just ruined a lot of people.
oh yeah. So I've got massive credit to the boys that actually do this, like 161 laps. Like one error of this is just like, oof.
Yeah, exactly right.
So I think the middle sector there, just after my first pit, I think that was where I struggled the most, where I was just starting to lose concentration. I was trying to keep myself in. That's when I just started to sweat, everything like that. So the final, I don't know, say 20 minutes or so, really struggled. But yeah, so it's, again, thanks to you for putting this on. Thanks to Castrol, TAIT Auto Group, Husqvarna, everyone. Like, you know, couldn't have done it without any of you. So,
nah, thanks, man. Thanks. I really appreciate the words, and yeah, everyone makes it all possible. The sponsors are behind us, but none of it could be possible without you guys, the drivers. So my hat goes off to you, my heart goes out to you, and thank you for everything, and turning up every week, of course, or every fortnight. It just means the world to me.
yeah, mate, it's been a pleasure.
Great bunch of guys to race with.
Oh yeah, very, very clean out there tonight. I just a couple of times I seen, you know, lap traffic, or, you know, there was a faster car, and, you know, everyone was a gentleman. So I really appreciate that side of things as well.
Oh, I want to give a huge thanks to Madman. I was coming up real fast and he moved. It was for position as well.
Yeah, nice, man.
Huge thanks.
Madman, I think.
Team orders.
Yeah.
Don't do that for me. Might have something to do with the fucking letters in front of your name.
Yeah, part of the A thing, yeah.
Dopiest, man, congratulations on pole. You've got yourself a Super Cheap Auto Racing cap. Huge effort you've put in there towards the end, bro. That's friggin' awesome, man. Great result for yourself and the team. And how are you feeling after that?
Yeah, fingers are sore. Couple more laps, probably would have gone down pretty interesting.
Mate, I reckon you would have had him in another lap, I reckon, to be honest with you. But you come in fast.
Yeah, I do too.
You come in fast. We commented through the stream that you're you're quick under brakes. So, yeah, I think that's where you were reeling him in very quickly. And, yeah, mate, congratulations. Huge effort.
Yeah, cheers, mate, and thanks for putting it on. But, yeah, when you're good on the brakes, that's where you bugger up too, because that's why I kept giving him all his time.
Yeah. We've got Jenko. We got you in, mate.
Yeah, mate, I'm here.
Mate, congratulations on the result. How are you feeling after that? An hour of racing, an hour plus of racing.
Yeah, no, look, it was good actually. We had a good qualifying, put the car in a good position. Had a good start for the race, but had nowhere to go. Towards turn 2 there, sort of got trapped into a bit of a tunnel. That's all right. We pushed on, did a bit of different strategy, and it sort of worked out for us in the end there. And we had a good battle with Sabotage, sort of back and forth there for a bit. It was just he had fresher tyres. So, but no, that was good. It was nice, clean racing out there, and like the boys were saying, that all the slower cars, the lap cars, moved out of the way. So, no, it was good, clean racing out there.
Yeah, no, it's always good to see, and I love the feedback to hear that you guys obviously appreciate the lap traffic and the slower cars and all that, and when you guys get along, it certainly makes my life a lot easier.
Oh, definitely, mate. There's a bit more respect through the field than other lobbies have, so no, it's good.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing that I see is obviously that level of respect as well, but what comes with that is the level of competitiveness. It's just, you guys are so competitive as well, and you take it very personally and to heart because you're so competitive, and it just makes the racing much more intense and interesting, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. We're all out there. We've all got one objective, and that's to come first. So, no, it's good. It's a great bunch of guys to race with. So, no, it turned out a good event, and thanks for putting it on, mate. It's good.
Mate, appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of it, and eyes forward into round 6, and best of luck for you in Super Cheap Auto.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Ultimate Shop, mate, have I got you on the line?
Roger.
10-4, mate. How are you? How are you feeling after that one, mate? I know you now, correct me if I'm wrong, did you pit one lap after the other?
No.
Okay.
Pitted lap 5 because I made a mistake coming down Conrod.
Yep.
So might have made a little bit of an error coming out in front of Jenko. Luckily, I was able to pull the car full over to the left side, so I didn't wreck his race, but probably slowed him down just a little bit too much. But knew I had the pace there. Just buggering up in some spots where I shouldn't have.
Yeah, mate, and that's what the mountain does, mate. You think you got it conquered. You think you can tame the beast. And it only takes that one mistake, anywhere on the circuit, and it's all over.
Yeah, well, that's it. My main goal tonight was, after a little banter with Jenko in chat, was to make sure that my Nissan stayed in front of his Falcon, which I was able to do. So
I wondered where half of my Falcon parts got to. Must have been in that Nissan.
I don't reckon. They're all patrol parts.
Patrol, eh? Yeah, there we go.
The only thing I couldn't use was the bull bar.
Mate, some good consistency for you in the championship and a huge bag of points tonight. You've got to be happy with that. The team's got to be happy with that moving into round 6.
Yeah, team's happy with it. Hopefully we can... We're just always a bit shy off either the podium for the... qualifying, or even at the end of the race we're always in that top 3, top 4. So team's getting a little bit thirsty on trying to get one of them first position spots somewhere, but that'll come eventually.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, as I said, consistency, mate, and it's all about the title fight. Moving into round 6, we're going to be having the reverse grid race again, and that certainly just shakes everything down.
That it does. The reverse grids are a little bit hairy at times because of having the faster guys at the back. Sometimes we can be a little bit impatient with, trying to get in front of some of the slower cars. But
yeah, and particularly when they are a 20-minute sprint race, you've got to get that position as quick as you can, I guess, because everyone's out there, like you said, their main objective is to win, and everyone's out there racing hard.
Yeah, as long as we don't have a reverse grid at Long Beach, we should be right.
We will.
Reverse grid at the Brickyard, yeah, that's not a good idea.
That's a game of chess.
Yeah. Mate, Brocky 0550, have I got you on board?
You certainly have.
Hey man, welcome. Thanks to you and the team for being a part of that. Some great racing from yourself out there. And that car looked absolutely mint, mate. I loved it.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for putting on the series. It was a pretty good race. Intended on doing 2 pit stops, ended up doing 4.
Yeah, right. And finish where you did? No, that's not too bad though, brother.
And wasn't too. I was trying to chase Cozzy down, and every time I, 5 or 6 laps into it, I lost concentration, ended up in the wall. So yeah, was quite happy to finish where I did though.
No, absolutely, mate, absolutely. And those that don't know, everyone gets at least 5 points for even turning up here tonight. So even those guys that DNF'd, they give it their all, so they'll also get some points. But the championship is all about points, and you want to finish, of course, and be up the front. But consistency and just finishing is a good result anywhere where you finish.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Huge shout out to the fellas. First and second as well. I moved aside and let them come through and watch them for a few laps. It was unreal to watch, man. So close.
Yeah, mate, you go back and watch the stream. As I said, we've been on the wires now for a little over 2 hours, but you know, you go back and watch the race, man. The finals 3 laps, I didn't think that Dopius was going to be close enough, and then the next lap, I was just like, no, he's going to get him here. Like, it just happened so quick, hey.
Yeah, no, definitely unreal, man. Enjoyable, but very tiring. I think any more than 30 laps, it would have been like, nah, not happening.
Yeah, no, that's good. It certainly gives me an idea moving forward of what we can do in the future as well. You know, we could put on a 60 lapper with, you know, a 5-minute intermission or something like that. But time will tell, and hopefully you guys can be a part of it as well. But moving forward into the championship, mate, as I said, a huge bag of points, and best of luck for round 6 and further on.
Thank you very much, man. Thanks again for putting on the series.
My pleasure. I think that has been everyone. Would anyone like to say anything, a shout out to their own sponsors or anything like that while we've got them on the airways?
Just another big thanks to Husky. It's, you know, quite good to get out there and represent them. Hopefully, you know, they get all the viewers and, you know, appreciate them as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Big thanks to you know, all the sponsors that are sponsoring the series. You know, TAIT Auto Group, you know, Castrol, Husky, Super Cheap, all those guys. You know, like without their support, you know, I don't know where we'd be. So, thanks to all those guys, especially TAIT Auto Group for, you know, sponsoring you through this, your streaming and everything like that. So.
Yeah, and touching on that, guys, just for those in the chat as well, but those viewing at home, just this evening as it is, and we've been on the airways for a little over 2 hours, we've had a reach of over 4,600 people. So,
wow.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
That gives me chills just thinking about it. Like, we had a comment, like, as soon as it went to air, we had comments from bloody Scotland, like, how, yeah. Speechless. I want to cry. I want to swear, man. It is. So, you know, that's just going to keep moving forward. Those numbers are going to keep ticking up as the stream stays on the airways, I guess, overnight. And that just shows the power of social media, but the power of people as well, and you know, the reach that that was why TAIT Auto got on board, to be honest with you. I put it forward to them and said, look, this is what I can offer, and that, you know, I'm telling them 200 and 300 people a night, you know, not thousands, not 5,000 people. So they've got to be happy. I'm bloody happy, and you know, you guys are out there racing to, you know, 5,000 people.
Yeah, I've got chills off that one.
Dude, I
just had to put more pressure on, didn't you?
I just got curious. I thought, what are the numbers now while we're still live? And yep, so it's just 4,674 viewers we've reached. So it's good, and that's just on Facebook. Sorry, not to mention YouTube and Twitch
and everything like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for watching, guys.
Absolutely, man. I just seen your comment too, brother. So, yeah, I couldn't have said it any better myself, Shadow. Thank you.
It's telling how it is.
All right, guys. After that one, I'm going to let you guys get some rest. So I can imagine how you are feeling. I'm feeling it after bloody streaming it, man. My poor old seat, the edges are worn out on the side.
Oh, that's okay. I've blown a hole in the bottom of my seat. So. I think I'm time for an upgrade, I think.
Upgrade, yeah. But, yeah, no, that's awesome, guys. Man, I couldn't have asked for a better bloody result. Awesome. That last couple of laps, epic. Again, guys, all right, congratulations again, Shadow, Dopius, Jenko, everyone. It's, you know, Cozzy. Just could not have asked for a better event, a better series. You know, you guys bring it to life with the racing and the level of professionalism out there on track. So, thank you.
No worries, mate.
Thank you. Oh, have a look at the results. It was pretty close across the field.
Oh yeah, exactly right. And as I said, I know where the championship is standing at the moment, and what's happened tonight has just blown everything out of what I thought was going to happen. So.
What you mean, Shadow takes like about 100-point lead or some shit?
Yeah. Well,
I'd guess at around 30 points now.
Yeah, but this Bathurst was double
Close
points.
to.
Double points
Yeah, I
for
know.
Bathurst.
Oh, I took that into account.
Yeah. Look, I'll be honest with you. I thought Eastie was going to be right up there battling with you, Shadow.
I
And
did
Dopius
too.
as
I
well,
honestly
so,
did.
Yeah, yeah. It's not to say it's disappointing. He just obviously wasn't, in the right mindset or whatever it was. I could not have been any more less disappointed. But yeah, it's just disappointing for his championship. That's the
It also goes back to that. Yeah, it's the track.
The track, yeah, it's tiny. Like it rewards having the balls to try something, and
You don't
punishes a little mistake.
Yeah, you don't win Bathurst. Bathurst chooses the winner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the first endurance I've done there that I haven't hit the wall.
Yeah, it's simple as that. You can try and do a clean race around here, but it's up to Bathurst. If Bathurst doesn't say you're going to be winning, guess what? You're not.
Yeah. As the old saying
Actually,
goes.
I think that's the first time I've beat Dopiest here.
Oh, wow. Wow. There you go. All right, bit of bragging rights here.
Yeah, my one to his, I don't know how many.
All right, guys.
Get that one.
Scratch that out of the history books, he says.
Hey Rod, can we go to another Bathurst on a different game and see how we go then?
Oh, I'm going to bed. I'm spent.
Oh, man. All right. Guys, again, thank you, and we'll talk to you later. I'll get some points done on that tomorrow, and so hopefully moving forward, as you guys know, there's been some shit happening with myself, but moving forward, obviously I can get the hype back that I done for round 2 for Watkins Glen and shit like that, so it's just been extremely busy and chaotic here, so.
Yeah, just in your own time, there's no rush.
No, we'll always be here.
Sweet.
4,000 viewers, I think there's plenty of hype.
Yeah, yeah, true, man, true, brother. Thank you. All right, guys, I'll leave it with you. Have an outstanding night and get some rest.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Catch you later.